So for my warm-up before my leg day, I'm doing light back extensions and sit-ups, just enough for blood flow, not too much to pre-exhaust myself. And the next exercise is something I learned from Squat University, and I'll put a link for that in the description. Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've posted. Want to get into doing YouTube. So some points that I've noticed from doing the 1 rep maxes. So first of all, I noticed that like even a day after, I felt really euphoric, and also it's been nice to work at a percentage of my 1 rep max. The way I've done that actually is I just typed it up on Google, and I was looking for the percentage and the sets and reps I should go for, and then I just used a 1 rep max calculator. You can use 1RM. You just type in your 1 rep max into here, and then you go down and it will show you the percentages of your 1 rep max. Okay, so we're going to get into a Q&A. This one's from Michael, and Michael's a good friend of mine, and we go way back. So Michael says, what is the story about how we met and the lessons learned from those years? I met Michael pretty early on in my training. Yeah, we just met at the gym, I think, and we started training together and just lifting heavy weight, having good times together, and we started recording videos. Michael was always really supportive, and we always had a good time. And some lessons I learned from those years are that, I learned a more structured way of training, and Michael also showed me how to track my calories. And also I learned at that time, at least when I look back now, it makes me realize that you really can have a fun time or a good time in life doing healthy things. And especially when you have a good friend like Michael. Thanks Michael. Next question, favorite meal and sauces you use for cuttings? In the past, one of the things I relied on heavily was using xanthan gum shakes. You may have seen this from Greg Doucette. So xanthan gum shakes are basically where you put xanthan gum in a bunch of ice, protein powder, and whatever other filler ingredients you want. Like it could be, bananas or strawberries or whatever you want, really, whatever kind of protein powder as well. And then you just blend it up and you get either a really thick shake, or you can make it ice cream consistency depending on what you put in there. And that used to just bloat me up to the point where I just felt really full, and it made it easy not to eat much afterwards. So that's something that's definitely worth mentioning if you want to bloat yourself and make it hard to eat. Another thing is I've been eating a lot less processed foods and a lot more whole foods on my weight loss phase. I've been eating mostly meat and fruit, and I need to work on getting a range of other foods as well to get in all my essential nutrients. But the whole point is that eating less processed foods and more whole foods, I think, has given me more energy. It might be because I'm eating less, so I feel a little bit less lethargic, but I also think that eating more whole foods and less processed foods has contributed to me having more energy. Like I'll still eat processed foods here and there, like I'll have a protein bar or a handful of Fruit Loops. But generally I've been focusing on, a lot of whole foods, a bit less processed foods. How many hours of sleep do you have, and is your sleep quality good? So generally I aim for around 7 to 8 hours. I don't know what I get exactly each night, but I would say it's roughly around there. Sometimes I get some bad sleeps, like either I'm really excited and I just can't stop flipping around, or like something stressed me out in the day and I just can't sleep. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just can't sleep very well. So every now and then I have a bad sleep, but generally my sleep's pretty good. So another thing I've been doing recently is eating grass-fed beef. Ideally you want to get grass-fed and grass-finished, but I've just got grass-fed here. But yeah, the fat profile in grass-fed meat is way different to the fat profile that's in non-grass-fed meat. And what I mean by that is the kind of fat that's in non-grass-fed meat is way worse for you than the fat that's in grass-fed meat. So that's another thing I've been doing recently. Also, I've been using seasonings. This one's like a sweet kind of seasoning. It's really nice, and it's like a sort of like a Mexican kind of seasoning. It tastes really good. So as I said earlier, I need to start working on getting a range of foods in. So this is me cutting up some veggies and making some meal prep. I like to keep my meals simple, so that's just what I'm doing here. And I'm going on a cut, and I'm going to be trying to gain strength whilst I'm on a cut. So stick around if you want to see how that goes. Thank you to those of you that sent me the Q&A questions, and I do appreciate any feedback. So if you've got any comments about this video, or if you've got any suggestions for future videos, feel free to leave that in the comment section.